a Roustabout.
Hi everybody, this is Jason Rouse. Welcome to another episode of Roustabout. I am here in beautiful California. It's hard to believe with the palm trees. I don't know if you can see them in the back, but I am in Marina del Rey in December. What day in December? Who knows? I left in a truck with a gentleman from my hometown and his dog, and drove from Austin, Texas to Hollywood, California here, and 4 days, was it 4 days? I can't remember. Again, I'm completely discombobulated. I'm already stroking out. But I ran into some fellow comics, and now a resident of Los Angeles, California. My guest on the show today is old Nitty.
Yo, what's up, dog?
You've been down here in the Hollywood for how long now? 4 months?
No, like 2 months and 2 weeks.
2 months. Ooh.
Yeah. October 1st, baby.
Does it feel like I was trying to figure like how it was for me when I had first moved here, but I was fortunate enough that I had through some sad circumstances where I was denied entry into the U.S. and that I had
I can understand that.
Nothing I did.
Okay.
Nothing I did.
Just based on appearance alone.
We could go. I was.
You know what it is? You have the appearance, like you have the white guy
secondary.
version appearance. No,
I'm secondary.
You have the white guy version appearance of a terrorist. You know what I mean? You're not a terrorist, but you're that white guy that they won't let in places.
You know what? This is not as revealing as you think. I know this.
Okay.
Okay. There was a guy. Who was that CEO that got shot today?
I don't know. You tell me. Didn't you shoot him?
This is the funny part is that as they're showing the security camera footage, he's wearing all my on-stage clothes.
So he's wearing your merch?
He's biting my sleeves there. And I was not impressed, but yeah, no, there's look, I just don't wear any labels. You're a hip young man.
Thank you, brother.
What's the I knew the world was ending when I seen kids lining up for sneakers.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of a sneaker guy you are, but
I wouldn't line up for it. Unless.
Oh, here we go. Here's the back pedal.
Unless
they're hard to find and
no,
they're $750 shoes at the walking plastic bags.
No, unless I could shake the hands of the 6 kids that made them while I buy them.
Ooh. Oh, you're a rootsy guy. I want to see where the tears stain the toe on this Air Jordan.
Straight from farm.
Yeah, it's funny how we laugh about that, but between the cell phones and exotic footwear, those kids wouldn't have a job.
Yep, for sure. That's why China's a superpower. They start employing their kids at 1 year old. We wait till they're 15, and that's bullshit.
How old were you when you had your first job?
14.
Yeah, I was somewhere around that.
I was younger, but I had a paper route, but I don't count that. Because I was just dumping.
Oh, you should totally count that.
I was dumping the papers in the dumpster and just collecting the paycheck.
Was it flyers or actual local newspapers?
Local newspaper.
What? That's rude.
I know. I was a piece of shit kid. I fucking had Goosebumps to read for homework, dog.
Yeah. No, I had paper route for. You gotta figure. This is the '80s. Paper route in Hamilton, and I had 2. They give you get an area, and then if you do well with that, they expand it.
Was Hamilton always cracky when you were young too?
Yeah, I didn't know it though, because normality was there was no escaping the.
You got diddled on your route?
I never got diddled. I used to sleep with my mouth open, and I never took. I think because I wasn't in sports. I think my hatred towards the local hockey teams and players and just the jocks in general, it kept me probably from. How many times you heard hockey coaches?
Yeah.
Bugger, here goes my demonetization. It just dropped out now. But yeah, those fucking.
It's true.
Those. Who wants to hang out with fucking kids?
It's true. The only ones that can molest you are the ones that are that you're speaking to when you're playing video games across the country.
Yeah, and that's so. You're.
So stay inside, kids. Don't
Is
be
it
active.
happen on the video game world too? I guess so. Wherever children, dirty old men will follow. That's now. I like to pride myself as doing as many as illegal things in a day as possible, and I don't also want to be. I don't need a child being influenced by anything that I might do, and anything. These are all my boats, by the way.
Killing it. Successful sold out European tour.
No, what a bunch of shit, right? I don't know, but what was
Is this place named after that singer, Marina del Rey?
No, this.
It was Lana Del Rey. Never mind.
It's not even her real name. She got rebranded.
Well, what's her real name?
I can't remember, and there's plenty of. She had a music career previous to her unveiling.
Ah, okay.
You know, you go to the fucking
was
Hollywood
Puff
Car
Daddy.
Wash, and I was just watching an interview with MIA. Do you know MIA, that
yeah.
Sri Lankan girl from the UK? Talking about immediately she was told, you know,
Swagger like us.
get your tits and your do this and plastic surgery immediately, and she realized that she was the only person in the group that looked like themselves.
Shit, eh?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
ever see celebrities have their kids and they're like, you don't even look like the same species as your mom and dad.
Yeah.
You do get the Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie hybrids though, where
Those
the genetics
they're-
are on lock.
No, but the hybrids are because they adopted them from a different country.
Not all of them.
No.
They have some blood kids.
Oh, do they?
They must. Their heads look the same as their father and mother. Now, well, in 2 months, anything that you said you followed Arsenio Hall at the Laugh Factory?
Yeah.
It sounds almost made up, doesn't it?
I know, it's cool. I'm like, you know, what's cool about me coming down now is like, I'm 15 years later than your generation.
Yeah.
So by the time I got to come out here, I'm fortunate enough to have some people out here. I've opened for some people, some OGs who've already built some stuff for themselves are out here. So because of you guys, my path is a little easier. Where
And
I'm
Hollywood
getting
in general has an ear out and an eye out for Canadian talent because we've been so consistently blowing up the spot all the time. And again, I always start at my favorite and most influential comic in my life was, and probably still is. It goes off on some heavy spiritual shit on the internet, and I'm scratching my head going, fuck, can you do that too? I thought I'd just get paid being the village idiot, get a couple movies, maybe a goofy character on a series.
Are you talking about Jim Carrey?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, buddy. He's the man.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I don't know. I like that shit. I like being silly and goofy, but I also like, eating mushrooms and trying to figure out what's going on in my head.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to speak for Jim, but I'm sure he's had a few mushrooms.
Oh yeah, for sure. He probably put them in his butt.
He was in a movie called Man on the Moon where he played another famous comedian and then went crazy doing it. And then made a documentary about that.
Yeah.
And that even became more popular than the movie. Yeah, I know.
Even Truman Show. What a trip that movie was.
The process.
Yeah, man.
You got a process? Look, ever since I've known you, you smelled like marijuana. Okay? Like every other kid growing up in Toronto. Canada's all legalized now, by the way. Is this a three-legged dog, or did she just kick him?
No, he's dancing.
He's protesting. This is how dogs... Okay.
Look at him. Look at
Mr.
him.
Whiskers. Hop along Cassidy. I was right. That was a three-legged dog. There's my boat right there with the fucking skeletons on the back. Look at the boner on that one.
Quicksilver.
That's cool though.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
would totally do skeleton boats.
That is pretty sick. Yeah, you would do a skeleton boat.
Especially so close to Christmas like that. Is it active? It looks kind of funky. Like everything. That's another
That's
gig.
clean. Yeah, for real.
I think the guys that used to do pirate ships, their gene family moved on to eventually doing riding tour buses for rock bands.
Okay.
I think you got to be half pirate.
Do you think you were a pirate in a former life?
There's got to be some gypsy blood in there. Or
Might even be Somalian.
could it be some Somalian?
Yeah, they're pirates.
You
too.
know, I'm. Oh, they're killing people.
Yeah, there's a funeral going on over there.
Where are your parents buried? Are they alive?
They're alive, yeah.
Oh. This is awkward.
They're buried in my I don't know, my dreams.
Buried in your dreams. Well, your
No,
parents
no.
are probably what, 65?
Yeah, late 50s, early 60s.
Late 50s, early fucking. That's crazy.
Yeah, my parents are split up. I'm 34, you know. I was lucky I started when I was 19.
I'll tell you who doesn't look their age anymore.
Who's that?
Kyle Lucy. He came
yeah?
out of the bathroom one day. He's on tour with me for a week, and he goes, "I got all these wrinkles and my teeth are turning brown." And I started laughing. I'm like, ha 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 ha. Welcome to the road, shit lips.
He's been a baby for so long.
Oh yeah. Not that he couldn't handle it. He just hadn't experienced anything like that. Could you get away with something like that? Jack, would you? What are you doing? Are you gonna do this or that?
I would take this one, the old one. Fuck Tesla.
You don't want to drive the cell
No.
phone?
Fuck electronic cars. Cars are meant to rumble when you drive them. You want
but
to
you
feel
put a
the
speaker
gas and
under
smell
it.
No, man. Fuck electric cars.
Hey, you want to hear something crazy? I don't even have a car in the race
Okay.
because I don't drive. I never have in my life.
Good for you. You've gone this far without it.
700 years, and I have never driven a car. Not once.
It's wizard shit.
Traveled all around the world. Do you got any, I think last night you were talking about UK.
Yeah.
What's that?
I've never been, but Ron Jostle, you know, another one of the Toronto OGs. He lives out here now, so he's been helping me out a lot. He's trying to plan a tour to Europe and Asia, and hopefully I can tag along on that. That'd be cool. I never.
That would be super cool. Not to mention, first of all, it's Ron Jostle. And going to countries he's been to 13 times.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got that every city unlocked, the best restaurants, the coolest people. At least I'm assuming. Maybe,
yeah.
you know, he could be. He's not. Ron wouldn't have gone out to all those countries if he was headed to Curiosities. But that was Russell.
Who set all that up? Russell's the man.
No,
He's been taking care of me out here
Russell just showed us. Russell helped us out with a lot of the international stuff, but we took that and ran with it, which was what anybody going to Europe should go. Being on the Russell Peters, you know, tour thing is just, it's the jam, right? That's the Elvis trip. But going and doing Hungary by yourself and taking the train from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And doing a gig where people just showed up 200 at a time to actually just see this guy that they've never heard about out of curiosity. Hal was dumbfounded by it. He goes, I'm in fucking Turkey in Istanbul and it's sold out and they like what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. You never think that.
I just want, look, there's something about eating other people's food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Isn't that what Joe has tattooed across his lower back?
Yeah.
For a guy who's in comedy, he doesn't smile much, does he?
Joe, no. He does when,
No.
you know,
You know what they call him? The Rosie O'Donnell of the alley, the comedy alley. Just kind of frumpy, a little pissed off.
and he says the N-word a lot.
Does Rosie drop N-bombs?
I don't know, I'm assuming.
Is that a thing in Toronto?
What?
Dropping N-bombs?
I think it's a thing all over the world, brother.
Yeah, I know. You guys saw it in Texas.
Yeah. That's how the Chinese say So, yeah.
Well. This is it. Everybody leaning out their window going, these guys are not from here.
No.
Just some slobs. No, but it is
Beautiful day.
it's a great day for the fact that it's a fucking what are we, 2 weeks from Christmas?
Yeah. Well, 3 weeks. Maybe, I don't know. It's December 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th.
Are you're coming back here, right?
Yeah, I'm just going home for a week for some gigs. Then I'm back here for a week. Then I'm going to go home for Christmas, and then I'm back here first week of January. A lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is what I always wanted, man. I wanted to be out here traveling, doing gigs, hopping on planes. Here we are.
And why wouldn't you? Like, to stay and grind in Canada through the bad seasons, when you can kind of just be present here and make some moves.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I came. I was feeling stuck. I felt like I've done everything I can do there.
Probably for the last 9 years you felt stuck.
Yeah, man. You get to a point where you're like, okay, I can basically do every show I want here, but for what?
You're the king of amateur night.
Yeah, exactly. So it was nice to come and
go to Hamilton any night of the week.
It's nice to play in a bigger pond. But right now, at first it was, intimidating, but after you start swinging your dick around, you're like, oh shit, it's normal size.
Yeah, because there is that, maybe it's a Canadian thing, it's like, well, I'm probably going to get fired anyway.
Yeah.
I'll just try my best until the bottom drops out.
It's been going good, man.
We give people a little more, we treat them better than we treat anybody. You would not be that nice to anyone in Toronto.
No.
No way. No. And I'm from Hamilton. How do you think that sits on my feelings?
Yeah.
I have to handcuff myself before I go out.
Just be nice, Jason.
I just have cuffs behind my own back. And you don't run into any problems with people. Hey, is that like the Terminator motorcycle?
That's pretty cool.
Didn't it have solid steel rims like that? I don't know anything about. I know it's a Harley, and those chromed out rims, polished, whatever. It looks like the Schwarzenegger when he fucking. Sam Walker's seen the Terminator movie like 350 times.
Okay, that's a lot of times. I thought you were just gonna tell me you watched the Terminator movie, and I was like, all right.
No. Most of those guys are living in the 80s. I told them, I go, you guys are all
the way they dress.
The clothes. Your whole plucking is. You guys look like all the guys that killed themselves in my high school when I was a kid.
Reincarnated.
Yeah. I get to live my nostalgia for your lack of fashion sense and foresight. It's over. I was there. You weren't.
How are those guys now? What are they doing? What are they? They're
running from the law, man. Pissing off fat white ladies. They got banned from. Okay, well, anybody.
I see protests outside their shows. And
shit. Yeah. I think it's fantastic.
It's beautiful, man.
It's the mayor of a town that they were about to perform in had contacted the bar and more or less got the police involved to lean on them to say that they're going to have issues with their liquor license if they had host this performance. And they had, I think, nailed down a second venue, and they did because the police showed up.
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
Pressed them at their own show in Alberta, like fucking. What kind of footloose horse shit is that? You know what I'm saying?
It's like the Greta Thunberg of like saying vile shit.
Yeah. I like that. So these guys have been trying to stay ahead of angry indigenous people and fat white ladies.
Yep. The two biggest problems in North America right now.
Fat white ladies. That is one problem that weighs twice as much. No, the commutes aren't that bad.
Nah, man, I don't know, people just have too much free time. That's a first world thing to be arguing about right now.
Yeah, and then they have a kid, and then they go to the grave, and they haven't done shit.
Stupid people fuck all the time.
Yeah.
And they create more stupid people.
Yeah.
It's an endless cycle of...
Look at the Maritimes.
The buys.
Have you been over that part of it?
I love Newfoundland.
Yeah,
one of my favorites.
Yeah, I wish they had a more vibrant comedy scene because
man,
there's an audience there.
Yeah.
I just don't know why. I think my friend had said too in like Ireland, Scotland, places like that is there's 10 people in that audience that are way funnier than you and they know it.
Yeah, they're fast out there, man. They're good storytellers. Yeah. I love it.
Look how quiet and nice this is for a minute. Let's take a beat.
beautiful.
It is quite nice.
People on boats. Holy shit.
I know. And there's some out-of-work actress with her asshole stretched and a black eye going no business like show business. Whole business. Yeah, it's not good.
The whole business has been around the longest.
This whole town has been built on holes. This is a whole town. It's unholy. Yeah, the people are definitely a big adjustment.
Yeah, it's definitely
Big adjustment. They hate me.
I can understand it.
I'm like Dracula. I just swoop down over the village. Ah!
You look like you pray 5 times a day to the devil.
I go Van Helsing on their ass. No, it was like I said, 13 years in this town. And it's not a world away. It's a short flight. In fact, we drove here from Austin.
Yeah. But it is a new country. It is like, as much as it feels exactly the same because we grew up with American culture on our TV and everything.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of, I get hit with culture shock.
Yeah.
You know?
Portion sizes.
Yeah, and everything costs American money.
Yeah. That hurts.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So expensive.
How's the Canadian dollar doing the US dollar?
We just heard it was like 1.4, 1.5.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, I moved to England with Canadian dollars
How'd it go?
like 20 years ago, and my heart sunk when they handed back to me a bag of oranges. Said, "Good luck out there, kid." It depreciated so bad.
Yeah, dude.
It was brutal.
But the good part is when you do make money out here, you make it in American back.
Yeah.
So
Look, usually a
thank God they don't pay us in Canadian because we're Canadian.
yeah, for sure. I've been on US dollars forever. But the trick is to fuck. I got distracted by the little wiener dog. It takes about 12 months for your economy to stabilize before you have your American bank account. Do you have a U.S. account?
Yeah, I got
Social
that.
Security.
Yep,
Yeah.
I did
That's
that
cool.
in my first week.
Now you've got a revenue stream to open up. Keep firing as many logs, but you really there's about, if you're lucky, in a year you'll make $1,000 doing comedy in this town.
That's all I want.
But
Well, I was blessed. I got to open for Russell, so in my first 2 weeks, so I did okay.
oh, did you do shows here?
Yeah, with Russell. Yeah. he took
Oh yeah,
me
that
out.
must have been fine.
Yeah, it was awesome. Took me out for.
I think they're a little more forgiving in the U.S. Russell's crowds.
Oh man,
I've had fun shows.
I've had some. Yeah, they were amazing, man. 5 sold out shows, 3 days.
Oh, what venues were they? Improvs?
We were at the Tommy T's out in Pleasanton.
Were like 300 seats, 400?
Yeah, I think it's like.
Isn't it funny? He does sold out shows in comedy clubs around America to warm up for his real shit.
I know, but it's wild because it's like it's that many people, 5 straight shows, and it's like $70 a ticket.
Yeah. No, it's wild.
It's really good, man.
No one's done anything bigger ever. It's quite epic to watch.
Yeah, it's dope. I'm just, as a brown kid from Toronto, that's my guy, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. As a white guy from Hamilton, I had Donnie Coy, and he's gone.
He's a legend.
Cat in the Hat, R.I.P. Donnie Coy. How have you made it this far with a girlfriend with no kids? Are you sterile?
No, it's not what we want at the moment.
No, I get it. I actually don't even want people around me. This whole podcast is developed out of me having to force myself into social situations and try and find the value in everything that I'm doing and include like-minded people.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Because it's not a team sport.
No, it's not.
Fortunately enough, that's why comics interview comics, is like, we have really no interest in getting in your soup. We just want to do our shit.
And then fuck off.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like all this social media shit. I know you kind of come up on it. What was the big How old is Instagram? 10? No.
I don't know, but it is the biggest one that I've been a part of.
Yeah.
I did like
You were getting first of its
Facebook
kind
was-
technology during you pursuing your arts.
yes, exactly. Yeah. So I come from the generation that got an intro to it a little bit, but also lived without it.
Yeah.
But I'm still young enough that I'm keeping up with most of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah,
did
you've
all
had
of
a
them.
cell phone in your hand since you were 10, right?
No, I would say since I was in grade 10 or 11, so not till I was like 15 or 16.
Was that your parents or the technology hadn't come up to that?
It was just that when the first cell phones came out, I just wasn't able to have one until I was like 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a life changer.
Yeah, it was like the Nokia with Snake and shit.
Yeah, that phone was bulletproof.
Yeah, it was a cool phone, dude.
They never broke.
No, they were great.
No, there was a couple of
But that's why
nostalgia
Nokia went broke,
phones.
because the phones were so good.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's why we don't want to work in your factories, because it's stupid.
Yeah.
You guys develop a product, it goes through a series of testing, and they go, okay, this thing's going to last for 100 years. We need to depreciate the quality of this product
Yeah, to make it last.
to make it last
1.5 years.
I remember
Make it
somebody
glass.
in my family explained to me how cars worked and how parts and wear and the process of, and I was just like, what kind of bullshit is this?
Everything's a scam, bro. They don't want us to win, dog.
Even Tesla, I was taking it up to the iPhone on wheels technology. I don't know, we're gonna get shot.
Why is it that neighborhood?
No, it's super nice down here.
Oh, okay.
Anytime you can, with people with boats, there's not a lot of hijinks and fucking around,
Yeah.
because the shittiest one out there is fucking expensive and losing money as it is. But yeah, it's a different kind of person to own a boat. I wouldn't even get on a boat.
I know.
Then you're stuck with everything that they're gonna do on that boat, and there's no escape. I need an
What kind of
exit
boats you been
plan.
on?
But I hang out with some weirdos. Put it this way, I've been to a bunch of parties, and I wasn't allowed back at P. Diddy's house. Because they said, I brought corn relish as lubricant. And they go, listen, we get you're a bit of a ha-ha guy, but we're doing some terrible things here, and we don't need any joking around. And I'm like, well, then I'm leaving. And I picked up my Crocs and zipped up my raincoat, and I
Got
left.
my corn relish and got out of there.
I got my corn relish and got out of there. I remember I dated a girl, and I was like, why are you wiping the countertops off with your underwear? And she's like, I'm sick. It was gobbed up corn relish in the crotch of her G-string. I'm like, this lease is up in 8 months, and I'm leaving this girl. I'm leaving her.
Left her on the countertop.
I don't need that in my life.
No, you don't.
I don't want it.
She didn't need it in her life.
Joe's been trying to get me to smell his hair for like 10 minutes.
Do it.
Smell his
Okay.
hair. Smell. There's something very awful about somebody smelling you.
Yeah. It's like, why are you doing it? Why are you smelling me? Unless they just can smell you.
I like to do a little when you're naked with somebody, right?
That's your version of the hot tour.
You got to go around and check all the flavors. Sometimes a lady can have up to 31 flavors.
Fucking Dr. Pepper of a bitch.
Oh, you know what? I'm a Dr. Pepper fan. I don't think I'd be angry. I'd want to see some ID. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who smells like Sody Pop, it probably shouldn't be in the room.
This is cool, man. This is a beautiful area. I don't even know where we are.
Yeah, I've never been down here before. I thought a little exploring would be kind of cool. I'll probably get us lost.
Lost
Some got
Boys,
crazy.
how'd you say that?
Oh, Lost Boys. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
It's fantastic. This is before vampires became bisexual. There was actually some pussy on the line in that movie. I'm gonna switch sides with you. Is that a rope chain?
Where?
On your neck?
me? Yeah, it's 2-in-1.
Yeah, you guys all dressed like it. Didn't
Like what?
have, like if I had to pull out grades 5 to 12, there would be like the fashions choices are very similar. Brand names are different, but not all of them.
But the fashion's the same.
Well, this is the thing. It's kind of like
How much can you change a t-shirt and pants?
I get it, but when all the pieces are just genre era specific, I'm not saying you. This is clearly Casual Tuesdays. Joe, for example, cargo pants from H&M. They're 30 years old, and he dresses like a toddler. He's got the John Cena starter kit, right? And he's been killing these black men down here. I don't know what that is, and stealing their clothes. So I don't know what that is. I get it.
Sounds like Joe.
Strangling runners in the park outfit. This is my goth fit day. Yeah, what, like again, you know, you have your kind of general habits and things that you do on a daily basis, but what have you got up to during the day? Like, you can only have people cancel meetups so many times before you go, I gotta start making my own plans.
Yeah, I mean, like,
doing my own thing.
I've been, if I'm not meeting somebody to have lunch or something,
Yeah.
I'm usually just, I'm spending a lot of time editing, going over my shit, because I'm not performing as much as I used to, so I'm just trying to keep tight.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know what people are doing out here, but I come from from Toronto, where we hustle in comedy. So I send at least an email and a few messages to a new producer or a new comic that I find that has something.
Yeah.
I'm on that. I do that every day. There's always something new.
Look at this. That's that looks like a.
That's a camping sprinter.
That's sick.
That's so sick. Inside is probably so decked out.
That's the most A-team shit.
It's cool.
Sorry, bag of squirrels. So you kick him in the chest and he pulls a knife. Yeah, it's day to days. Yeah. And again, Thursday, Friday, Saturday doesn't mean anything down here anymore. It all runs together.
I know, but you know what? You know what's interesting? When I first started comedy, I was booked every day, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then eventually you get better at comedy, and now I'm booked every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And after 14 years coming down here, it's starting to change now after a few months. But at first, it was a hard adjustment to be like, I'm not booked Thursday, Friday, Saturday anymore.
Hey, if you're doing 2 shows a week, you're busy down here, and those aren't Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah. Well, I'm averaging from, 1 to 4 a week now.
That's
After
good.
2 months, So
Do you have a car here, or are you doing Uber? Oh, great.
Driving.
That's gonna relieve a lot of last minute decision making.
Yeah.
With like, yeah, I can be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can be there. That's a luxury. I always just live close enough to the clubs that I could be Ubered anywhere within 10 minutes. And as you see here, it's not a problem to walk in a cold December day in LA. You do got to dodge a lot of homeless people. That is that it's
not down here. Not in Marina del Rey.
No. White people with boats. You can't even hear
They're
them
the only
breathe.
homeless people. They're boat houses.
Living it. What's this? Luckiest lady? Yeah.
Yeah, she probably.
What's the downside of painting your boat black? I guess it's a cleanliness thing. I don't know.
Maybe they can't be seen at nighttime.
Can you wrap that shit? That guy's got a black. Oh, he's got his proper escape from prison boat.
Yeah, it looks like army shit.
Yeah. Bulletproof. It looks bulletproof. Yeah, what's going on in this neighborhood that they got these kind of Coke?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
These are all
As hot as it
hookers.
is, it's always snowing in Marina del Rey.
Oh yeah. Look at that guy's boat. What is going on? We're gonna take a little break and be back after these messages. A lot of things on the podcast. We have to clean some of that up in editing. Oh. Yeah, having some sort of routine and building your own schedule. You find if you start working around other people's schedules down here, you're continually disappointed.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do my own thing, and then, get some help wherever my friends can help, and then just grind it out, man. Prove myself on stage. That's the best thing I can do right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and you came in at a time. There's been a big vacuum with a big portion of the comedy excitement had transplanted itself into Texas.
Yeah.
And which I felt a sense of the few times I've been down to the store, and that's the most normality I've seen, and it kind of reminds me of when I first got here, which is a little more loosey-goosey before all the regimes. The snakes started that Medusa head of slithers exposed themselves and peaked, and then in places that you could casually work through, we're now velvet roped.
Yeah.
And what?
And I keep hearing from everybody how often the bookers change out here.
Yes, that's another thing. You go away for a month, you come back, and a club that you spent leisure time in, hanging out with your friends, policies have changed where you're reintroducing yourself into
the mix.
Yeah. This manager. Oh, I've never heard of you.
Yeah.
Well, I've been working out of this club for 8 years. Again, that's this managers and agents and stuff. They won't even talk to them. I remember seeing Feng Chao doing the door line on a Tuesday. He had the Kill Tony and a Comedy Chaos back to back. I don't know how many thousand people came through the club that night, but it was like that whole sidewalk right to the edge, all the way down to Pink Dot. Lineups.
For him?
For just comedy shows that were going on there.
Okay.
They had the Kill Tony on the thing, and then it was just the busiest nights of the week were Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of people trying to flex with industry clout and connections, and a guy had come over there with a CAA management, whatever, agent, etc. And he goes, "Listen, I don't give a fuck who you are. I got 600 people on the sidewalk that I gotta see in 15 minutes. So, and it's sold out, so get out of my way."
Hell yeah.
And he's Chinese and he's choppy. Have you met Feng Chao?
Feng Chao?
Yeah.
No, I never met him.
Awesome. I used him against for Evil one time.
What do you mean?
I had him open for me in Vancouver. Him and Yoshi at the same time.
Oh, nice. I love Yoshi.
Oh, Yoshi's the best. He's probably my most appeared guest on the show is Yoshi.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yoshi and I go back to, I think Russell was doing his first, maybe not his first, maybe it was his first gala at the Just for Laughs Festival. And I went down, Gavin was doing the Uptown show.
Okay.
And Russell was doing the Art Center or something like that. And how many helicopters do you see in a day out here? 57? 159? It's nervous. So as we get fuck, what happened? There's marijuana in this. You better take that.
You and Russell were at the first gala.
At the Just for Laughs Festival. And then I lost my train of thought. Fuck. So I smoke. You smoke thicker ones.
Big fat ones.
Yeah. I don't have fortunately, my lack of rolling skills has probably kept me,
Good for you.
off the
Yeah,
streets.
good man.
Because if I do cones, that's about as big as I get with the pouring tool and the funnel. It's funny, this is like, I just was in Europe
This feels
for like a month and a half, and a sad attempt. Joe's crying because he saw some big-titted Italian broad there with terrible makeup. She put her lipstick on with a fucking hammer. Look at me.
The hammer is wild.
I got PTSD from Italian chicks
Why?
because I had to take a city bus through 3 school districts that were all Catholic, and it was just hot Italian chicks, Serbian, Croatian, but mostly Italian, and there were some promiscuous girls on there, and it was hard not to look. It was hard not to look, but I was a skid
Yeah.
from Hamilton. Are you telling me? No. And they get curious and look at old Snaggletooth sitting in the corner with a Metallica shirt. And they'd get so much perfume on between the guys and the girls. I would get migraines on the bus. So there's all kinds of trauma in having to see the kilted high school girls get on as
Both your heads are hurting.
you know what? I was so traumatized. I don't think if one of them started blowing me, I don't think I could have even got a hard on. I'd probably start crying. You ever cry during a blowjob?
No.
I did because the guy kept pushing my head. Nothing from Joe again. Hey, I hang out with comics so much, I feel nothing.
It was great. We ran into your agent yesterday.
Oh, is the guy having a shit between a Tim Hortons and a Starbucks?
It was a guy completely naked, ripping a bowl of crack and jerking off on an intersection.
You know what? It won't be the last time you see that guy. He's a hard worker. That guy is, he says he doesn't sleep. He's always
this podcast up.
He set this gig up. I haven't even turned the camera on yet, so we're just playing this as far as we can get it. You'll see multiple male genitals.
Well,
The worst is when you see an old man taking a shit into a garbage can, jerking off while you're eating a hot dog. You turn around as you bite the wiener, and he comes on his inside of his leg, and it looks like chutney. Do you know what chutney is?
Of course, I know what chutney is.
How do you know what chutney is?
My culture made it.
A mango lassi with a little fucking tandoori.
That's what he gave.
Oh. No, I'm thinking about,
Your meal?
Brick Lane in London.
Never been.
Oh
to the
man,
UK.
they're aggressive.
The closest I've been to the UK.
Come. They'll grab your girlfriend by the arm and push her in the restaurant. And then the other guys will scold him in Hindi. Will yell at him in the native tongue while he smiles and brings us in with a menu. Say, it's fierce. And again, all those restaurants I'm referencing from the last time I was there is like 10 years ago, but they're all super clean. They're all super the waiters are on point, and the fucking food, my God.
Indian food?
Toronto's got some
Good Indian food.
but the chicken, the butter chicken, that weed's giving me the munchies.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go eat after this.
Yeah, let's do that. What do you want to eat?
He wants to eat authentic Mexican food.
Yeah, Del Taco it is. Hey, it's at least authentic. Toronto, it's 6 Filipino kids. Here, they're actually Mexicans in the kitchen.
Yeah, every kitchen.
Every kitchen. In fact, I lived out in Echo Park for about 2 or 3 years, and the downtime was killing me. So I said, "Fuck, I'm not going to do physical labor out here where I'm going to blow up my back doing a kind of a Joe job
and stuff." Yeah.
No, blowjobs. I'd never give a blowjob in this town. It's someone's videotaping. See, if you could get ahead no pun intended, but prostituting yourself. And there was a system in place, but it's so Wild West, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You could be skinned and then fucked.
So you gotta be safe out here.
You gotta be safe out there. They just pulled 2 dead children out of the water in that boat. Anyway, I am not gonna have children. This is like skateboarders' paradise down here.
Yeah, it is.
All these curbs and benches.
Where are all the skateboarders?
They've been tasered enough down here to know not to play.
Because like in not just LA but all of America, your security guards have guns out here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's part of the passport.
Hell yeah. Well, as soon as I get my green card, I'm gonna buy a gun.
Yeah, I was gonna do that on Valentine's Day.
Do it, and then
Shoot myself in the pussy.
just try to make the blood squirt out like a blood.
You would have a
Like a heart.
gun in LA?
Everywhere.
Just carry it on you?
Yeah. Why not?
You guys have been hanging out with E-Zone too much.
It's true. He's the one who's convincing me.
Oh yeah. He's all about it.
They do.
Yeah,
Them
you're not gonna
chomos.
be. I was kind of looking forward to doing the show with you, but you're gone. The ship's passing in the night.
Well, you're that guy that can come back anytime and do that podcast. So just
It's the only place that will have me.
so I'll be back next week. Come do it again.
Yeah, I'll be back in, I think in March to do some more stuff, unless there's something that draws me here. But yes, I am at the Comedy Store December 10th. I think the show's at 8 o'clock.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be, I don't know what it's going to be, because there's some murderers on there. And I've just come out of a very feral comedy environment where people actually come to see me,
Yeah.
opposed to being a guest smothered in celebrities.
Yes.
So I could get booed. I could get booed.
Let's see what happens.
Boo! We don't like it.
I've seen so many people get up and just like leave, but it's like the women are mad and the guys are like they're laughing, but you can see they're leaving because
Yeah.
their girlfriends are mad and they're walking back,
Yeah.
looking at you on stage while they're walking out with their girl.
Oh, I've ended long-term relationships. Long-term relationships. I've had divorces follow, arguments. But I think the people that survive that, it brings everybody together. How many times should you go into a room and share an experience with somebody without touching them like that?
Very rare. Not very often.
All the excitement of gangbang with none of the pressure. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, dude. This is a
where-
very informative podcast.
Where can people find you?
On Instagram at Nittish Sak.
Did you hear Joe? He just exhaled. He went, "Pff, baked." Yeah, we're baked. Who walks shoulder to shoulder with a fishing rod? These girls. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks.